Hey, what's up, guys? So it is now Wednesday, September 25th. We are 4 weeks out. Definitely feeling it. We saw that new low weigh-in today, so it's 153, but I've seen it. This is the third day I've seen the 153, so it's new for this week, but at the same time I've seen it for a couple days now. So hopefully we should be seeing 152 here relatively soon. Linked up with John this week, so he is kind of taking over the prep. For the most part, we're not making any changes. Everything's basically the same because we're cruising along as far as the weight loss, fat loss goes, and we're so close at this point. Why change a whole lot up? But the one thing he brought up was once we see the 151 on the scale, which may come, I'm thinking maybe the end of next week, so see how that goes. But once we see the 151, what we're going to do is a test peak. So what we're going to basically do is just kind of we'll probably do a full test peak week, so to speak. So we'll deplete the carbohydrates from the body, carb load, then see how my body looks off of that, and that's what we'll probably do for the competition. Normally for me, I carb load somewhere in that 400 to 500 carbohydrate range, and I normally do it 2 days before the competition. So for me, I'll probably carb load up somewhere in like around, let's say 450 on the Thursday before the show. The Friday is normally just normal macros at that point, and then show day nutrition. One thing I did want to show you guys, it finally came. Posing trunks. I'll do a little bit up at the gym as well. So these are my first ever men's physique posing trunks. I have my bodybuilding ones, and I love my new bodybuilding ones, by the way, but this is my first time having some men's physique ones. I do like this. I just went with like a black and white theme. So it's one of those where I'm pretty excited. I actually really like these. I've never had men's physique posing trunks before, so just wearing them, it's like, oh, this looks really cool. This looks like I'm natural for it. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things, just that upper body V taper, kind of hiding my fat areas because I'm storing all my body fat in my glutes and hamstrings right now. So these are pretty cool. I'll do some posing when we get up to the gym in these, just to kind of show you guys what we're working with. They kind of took forever to get here, so that was kind of one of my problems. Again, like I said in the last video, I ordered them off of Amazon. And at first it was already like, oh, they'll be here in like 2 weeks. And then they kept kind of pushing that off, like, oh, we'll be here in like a couple days. Oh, they'll be here in a couple days. I'm like, man, I'm about to go to their actual website and order them if you're just constantly pushing them off, because I need to make sure they get here. But yeah, so good stuff. It's Wednesday. I'm dead. I'm feeling it. And we got a pull session today. So we are going to be doing like pull-ups and RDLs and stuff like that. So let's get after this day. All right, so this is my second set, weighted pull-ups. First set felt really good. I'm doing a 15-pound plate, and I was able to get pretty comfortable 10 repetitions in. Yeah, no tendonitis issue. So the tendonitis issue is pretty much gone at this point. So happy with that. But yeah, felt really good. So let's go ahead and get set number 2. I think that's what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna record like one set. Yeah, just one set at a time. Once you see one set, you kind of see them all. So let's go ahead and set up. Also, never bring this up, but these Versa grips I use, freaking amazing. If you don't have these, I really recommend it. All right, let my lats stretch for a minute. And from here, all right, pull, control, the negative. Stretch. 2, 3, control, 4, stretch, 5, 6, here we go, 7, stretch, 8, 9, okay. And then control it. And stretch. All right. Yeah, that was good. That was harder than the first set, though. But very happy I don't have to deal with a tendinitis issue anymore. That's annoying. I think anybody can relate. If you've had tendinitis issues, like, man, that's not fun. All right, so I'm going to get 3 sets of these total. Hopefully I can get the 3rd set with 10 reps, too. One of the things that's kind of interesting, I don't know if you watch other fitness YouTubers out there, but like just this week, there's Jeff Nippard and was it Milo Wolf, and them put out their videos about the study they've been doing on length and partials. And one of the things I found incredibly fascinating was the fact that they basically, it looks like they compared length and partials to full range of motion, and they almost seem like they're basically equal, like at least out of this study. And it was really just interesting to see, like, man, like, so if you're only doing half reps basically just in the lengthened portion, you're getting the same results as if you're doing the full range of motion. So I still want to see more stuff come out. But I will say, going into my off season, I'm going to probably maybe gear a few more exercises towards the length and partial stuff, at least maybe 1 exercise per body part or something like that. So really cool stuff. So watch it if you have the time. All right, next up, we have some Romanian deadlifts. I am a little careful on these. I have a small little like twinge in the hamstring glute tie-in area on my left side. Just started flaring up last week, so I'm just going to be, really like, with them, just cautious. All right. So the goal is going to be like 8 to 10. This is set number 2. Set 1, we just got a comfortable 8 in there. All right. Step back. All right. Big breath. Push your hips back. Get that nice stretch in those hamstrings and back up. Slow. Stretch. 2. Stretch. 3. Control it. Stretch. 4. 5. Stretch. 6. 7. All right, control it. Stretch. And 8. That'll be all we got for that. A little dizzy. It's kind of the problem right now with carbs, calories being this low. I'm just feeling it. So catch my breath a little bit too. The worst is like lunges and split squats. I get really lightheaded after those, but this feels okay. We're gonna stick with this weight, just comfortable. I'd rather just make sure I'm focusing on the control and the stretch more than anything right now. But it was good. Got one more set. So I thought, well, I caught my breath from the RDLs. I would do a little topic about nutrition. So one of the things I do have some of my clients asking me about, like, how I'm losing so much weight, because they've seen me like in my off season. So I didn't start my cut until April, and I was pretty overweight. I was ending a bulking season, so you're pretty fluffy at the end of that. So I was at I think it was like 185. So I was at the top of 185. We're currently at 153. They can visibly see it. Obviously, my face is all like sunken in at this point. I'm shrunk up. Very, very vascular. But they're just asking me about nutrition. Like, what are you doing? It's honestly, it's nothing like extreme. Like, honestly, all I'm doing is adhering to the diet for a very long time. So anytime I see the weight loss kind of slow, I just make an adjustment to the nutrition or output. But I only like to take my cardio like so high, because after that, I feel like it then starts messing with my physique a little too much, especially the legs. So that's one of the problems. And if you see a lot of people doing aggressive amounts of cardio, especially steady state, it can start messing with your legs. And that's one of those things, if you're already having a hard time, or if your legs aren't always the best, you don't want to like atrophy them even more, kind of thing. So that's why I prefer my deficit to mainly come from nutrition, and I just kind of slowly chip away more and more and more as we go along. It's nothing really extreme. The only thing that's extreme is when you're at the very last little bit, how far down you are. So like right now I'm pretty low in the intake, and it's definitely what I would consider extreme. But at the same time, it's not where I started. It's just where I have to go because my body, slowly adjusts and along the way. So that's all it is. For the diet itself, I just take a flexible dieting approach. I track my macros. Normally for me, I pull back carbohydrates. I don't really touch protein. Protein stays where it's at the entire time. Fats, I'll start them a little higher and I'll pull those down a little bit, but I don't like taking them below 50 grams. That's kind of my basement for fats. But carbohydrates, yeah, you can kind of keep pulling those down. It's the only way to get those calories lower. So it's a little nutrition talk for you. All right, guys. Next up is chest supported dumbbell rows. All right. Trust fall into the bench. Get a big stretch. Pull. Control the negative. 1, 2, 3. Control it. 4. Stretch. 5. 6. These are hard. 7. 8. 9. 10. And stretch. Oh, wow, that was hard. Okay. That was set number 2. That was a lot more challenging than set number 1. Yeah, I'm hitting that wall pretty hard right now. I have my intra-workout carbs, but they can only save you so much. So that's definitely hard right now. Yeah, but 4 weeks out from the competition. Again, I've been dieting for such a long time. 27 weeks of dieting right now. I'm at 153 weight-wise. Like, I just don't got a lot in the tank right now. Even body fat-wise, like, almost the upper body's completely dialed in. I feel like it's completely dialed in. I'm always surprised when it still keeps leaning out, though. But I'll say the only thing I'm waiting on right now is like glute fat really to come off, which they're not going to be completely dialed in for the comp, which is fine. It's okay. Next year I'll have to do that, though. Next year at Nationals, I'm going to have the glutes in. From looking at where I'm at currently, I believe my true stage weight's going to be something or maybe around 147, 148-ish, in that range, I feel like. But this year we're not going to touch that. All right. That was harder than it needed to be. All right, next up, single arm preacher curls. Freaking love these, by the way. This is probably my favorite bicep exercise right now. You just get such a hell of a stretch on this, like right there. Oh, so isolated. 2, control the negative. 3, 4, control it. Stretch. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, come on. 10. 2 more. Stretch. 11. Control it. 12. Didn't stretch on that one. And control the last one. Oh, that burns like crazy right now. All right. Love it. Yeah, I've added these in, I think like sometime during my off season, and this is my main go-to as far as biceps go. Yeah, it burns like crazy. Biceps are looking really good. I do feel like I need more work on my biceps though. It will be something I kind of am going to program into my off season next year, kind of try to bring them up a little bit. I just feel like my front double bicep could use a little bit more work there. So something to work on. Got to do the other arm, but I'm not going to film it. All right, this is going to be set number 1. These are my face pulls. Again, said in other videos, lifting straps. This helps so much. It just gives you way better range of motion. And I know I just talked about how important the shortened position is, but again, this just helps you get that better range of motion. So from here, big pull, open up, and back down. Well, I felt heavy. 2, control it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Control it. Yeah, I feel heavy today. It still feels good. Yeah, it feels pretty good. The main thing though is this way I can actually open up and hit the rear delts a lot better than if I'm like tight, like just using the rope. I can't really hit them the way I need to, where if I can actually open up, that's why I use that. Yeah, that felt harder than I wanted it to. I feel like that's the story of the day though. Everything's just feeling a little bit harder, but I love doing these. I have a hard time doing certain shoulder movements because of my rotator tear. And this just feels okay. It feels comfortable. So I love this. All right. 2 more sets to go. All right, guys. So new posing trunks. What do you think? First time having men's physique posing trunks. So these are pretty different. A lot tighter than what I thought they were going to be, like especially around the quads. The waist isn't bad, but like down here in the quads are just, yeah, really, really tight. But I'm just going to go ahead and do today's posing, even though you cannot see my legs. There we go, front relaxed. Okay, bring the arms down a little bit. That's what I need to start doing. If I have them up too much, it kind of creates too much air. So I bring them down a little bit, a little less air in between there. So from here, all right, front double bicep. All right, biceps are kind of tight right now, so I'm not liking that. All right, front lat spread. Again, having a hard time with this pose because of the shoulder. Trying to really flare out this side, but it's really hard to because of my shoulder injury. All right, side shots. Bring it in. Bring in that side chest. All right, side try. Exhale. When you exhale, you let out the air and you can see all the side serratus stuff. All right, so I'm happy with this one because you can't see all the fat on my glutes. Also can't see my hamstrings, so I don't really know how they're doing, but whatever, we're having fun today. All right, stretch. And there we go, show the back double bicep. All right, here we go. Rear lat spread, lean into it, really open up those lats. Falling over a little bit. There we go, hold it, all right. So then I would do my thigh, which you can't see, and abs. All right. Quads. All right, what was next? Crab most muscular. Awesome. Now let's hit some men's physique stuff, seeing as I got the short time. Still practicing some of these, and there's a few different ways I can go, so I can kind of do one of these ones. Can have the hands on the hip, which is probably what I'm going to do. Got to learn to smile with this. All right. Then we go to the back. Their back shot is literally just our relaxed round for the most part. I'm probably not going to shoot this side. Main reason I'm probably not going to shoot this side, again, the shoulder. I have a hard time popping the lat on this side. I mean, I guess I can. But if you look at the other side, I can pop this lat easy and this side easy as well. So I'm probably going to shoot it from that side. So, men's physique trunks. Cool. All right, so the workout it went as good as it can. Like I said, like some of the things felt harder, just felt zapped. It is what it is. But honestly, we got everything done. We're able to hit our numbers for the day, so nothing super crazy. Today, what's on the agenda? I got to come back up, or I got to go to my gym for the evening stuff. Not a whole lot, just a couple hours worth of work to do. The rest of my day is going to be at a computer, just doing all my reports. And then we are going to hit a cardio session tonight, so I'm going to knock one of those out. Getting tired of those, but I think I did the math right. And I believe I only have 11 sessions left before the competition. So that's something I'm counting down. Not that I don't like doing it. It's just right now it's a lot when you're so fatigued that it's like, you know, I hit my weights, and then at the end of the day, I'm still like, man, I got to knock out one of these cardio sessions. Just get into me a little bit. It's okay though. I do prefer to separate my weight training from my cardio sessions. I feel like I get more out of it. If I go straight from doing weights into cardio, and I will do that occasionally, I feel like the cardio is just 10 times harder because I have nothing left to give. I'd almost rather wait, go home, get something to eat, do the cardio, a couple hours off of that. It's just, I can get more out of it. But not sure if I'm going to film anymore tonight, guys. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching.